Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Bo.
And I'm Win.
And we are refocusing our priorities now that the school year has started. We're getting back to focusing on debt and savings instead of
Hashtag
surviving.
goals.
Yes, hashtag goals. Instead of just surviving. Win is a substitute teacher, so during the summer he is not guaranteed employment, and chaos ensues essentially.
It was rough, y'all.
Yes, but now that summer is over, we're getting back to focusing on debt and savings. So this is our first Financial Goal Friday.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Me too. Okay, so we're going to start with debt. So this is S&M Collections. And this has gone down by $50.
So we're at $16.50 left.
Yes. $16.50 is the current balance. So with each of these little blocks being $20.50, $16.50 divided by $20.50 is
Is that percentage?
Oh my goodness. It's never mind. I take that back. So it's it's $20.50 minus $16.50 and divide that by 20.5 to get how many blocks should be colored in. So 19.
That makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 2 more. And we're going purplish. Whatever this turns out to be.
It's purple.
Yay. So pretty. Don't you love it?
Not a whole lot of progress, but this debt,
Still counts.
yes, it still counts. And this debt has no interest on it, so we're not really worried about paying it off early. But next is the one that we are worried about paying down early, which is Trunchbull. It's one of Wynn's student loans. It is the highest interest one. Yes. So it is down.
$701.46.
So now the new balance is
$3,177.20.
Yep.
That's way better.
And take that from the initial amount of $95.94. So he's totally, oh wow. So this has gone, the balance has gone down by $6,416.80.
Yes.
And then divide that by each little space here being $95.94. So 66.
Okay.
You should
That's 64.
color up to 66.
Okay. So we're at 64.
Well, that hasn't been colored.
Oh,
I just numbered them so that we knew where we were.
okay. So we need 5 more. No,
4 more.
4 more.
Wait, no, 2.
2 more.
66. We're coloring
Numbers
up
are
to
hard,
60.
y'all.
Woo! We're coloring up to 66.
Okay. So we'll color these in. We can do a little better than that.
Okay, so now that the school year has started and Win is guaranteed income, we are ramping up on the repayment of this. This is as I said, is this his highest interest debt, and we're gonna knock this out. I really want to. I really want to pay this off this year. That would be fantastic. So,
See, this is the part of the movie where Trunchbull starts getting afraid, y'all.
yes.
Hashtag Matilda.
Yes. So, we're up to 66, which I'm very pleased about. So now, this is the tracker of our total debt.
This is the big
And
one.
Yes, and this is actually where things get a little irritating because you know how in the last debt it was down $701.46 and the collection account is down $50? Well, the total debt is only down $667.36 because his other student loans are getting bigger because the interest is higher than the minimum payment. So that is part of why I wanted us to track the total debt as well as the individual debts for the focus. Because I don't want us to lose sight of the fact that every month we're not paying on lower interest debts. Like those are still growing. So we're down to the total debt is now $51,913.59. And it was originally $68,423.56. So we're down a total of $16,509.97 since December of last year. And then we're going to divide that by each piece being $342.12. So we should be at 48.
Doot. That's your Tetris sound effect.
Oh my goodness.
Free of charge.
Tetris.
Sorry. Copyright pending.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, like it feels like we've made progress, but yeah, two little blocks. Got to keep things in perspective. But now we get to the fun stuff. This is the savings. So this is a personal loan of Wynn's, and it is due in November. So we have to pay the whole amount by November. We are saving a total of $159 this week.
Yes.
So, since this is our first chance to save this school year, that is the total that we'll have. So, 159 divided by 476 is 33.
33 of these. We
Yep.
movie magic this?
Yes, we're because because this is it's 100, so it's 10 by 10, or at least
20, 30.
Yes. So we are going to pause while Wynn colors this so that y'all don't have to deal with all that. Hold on. Okay, so 30.
That was so fast, y'all.
Yes. So 33, and okay. So this is something that I have kind of wanted to talk about several times. I've had, comments back and forth about how we're not considered low income. And how like some people get discouraged when they can't save big amounts. But when it comes down to it, something to keep in mind with us, at least, if you get discouraged by our numbers in any way, keep in mind last year together we made $76,000. $76,000 for the two of us together. And Wynn has 3 kids.
It's not a lot.
That he has shared custody of. So yeah, we're not paying all the kids' expenses, but we are sharing expenses for the kids. And also, like, for 3 kids, that's...
It's not 1 kid. Not 2 kids.
Yeah.
It's 3 very hungry boys.
Yes. It's 3 kids. So, we do not make a lot of money for that situation. And also, part of the reason why we can make big strides in savings is because we focus down. So,
we didn't used to be able to save this much. until I started getting my spending under control.
Well, yes, that too, but also, like right now, we have our priorities. We have our priorities set up. So this week, we're only saving for 2 categories each. So yeah, we're going to make more progress because we're not spreading that money out between a whole bunch of different categories. It's not that we make some huge amount of money or we have some like magical situation. It's that we try to prioritize so that instead of making a little bit of progress in a lot of areas, we're making a lot of progress in a few areas, which makes us feel better anyway.
Yeah, it does.
And
look at all those cactuses.
Yes, and the fact that we focus more on annual and quarterly goals instead of shorter goals. I know a lot of people feel more accomplished if they can just like focus on small goals that they can do quickly. But for us, it makes more sense for us to focus on longer term things. So we kind of trick ourselves into making more progress, if that makes sense. So
don't tell them.
So like, don't be discouraged by this. If you think like you can't do this, you absolutely can. We're not well off by any means.
You're not balling.
No. But we have made a lot of progress in a short period of time because even though we go over budget, like all the time, it's all with this kind of focus in mind. So progress. I'm very happy about it. This is like, we're absolutely going to have this done by November. So I'm off my high horse, I'm off my little preach mode. Now for gifts.
Yay.
And these are Wynn's gifts to primarily his kids. Christmas and birthdays. Birthdays are first, though, because the twins' birthdays are in November.
Yes.
So...
gifts were contributing 167 this time around.
Yep. And because we haven't saved anything yet, that is 167 divided by each little circle is $5. So we should
33,
do 33.
Because... Oh, wait, no, it's not. We split this goal into 3 months.
Yes. And we're doing a whole month's worth of saving this week because we had rollover from last paycheck, and that is mostly going to savings this time around. So we are going to do some more movie magic. Just hold on while we color.
Magic.
Yes. So 167, we are 1/3 of the way done. Next week will be lower priority savings. But now we get to my savings. So this is car and renter's insurance. And this is getting $475. Mm-hmm. So $475 divided by each little thing is $39.58. So 12 of these should be colored in, which is, haha, a third.
That's so crazy. What is happening?
It's almost like I loaded these up so that we could make good progress fast. So 12.
We gonna pause?
No. I don't know. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about, wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 2 rows. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about prioritizing, because that is, I don't know, I think it's really important. for savings. Like if you want to make progress, you kind of have to take advantage of when you have extra money. And I used to be really bad about using extra money to have fun instead of using extra money to move forward towards what's most important. And while fun is fun, it is not the most important thing. And I think when we switched to working on priorities, it kind of put things in perspective a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying not coloring the whole thing and just like kind of highlighting this.
Yes.
But
Makes it pop off the page.
I'm not doing expert coloring here, but I think when you switch to saving by priority, it kind of focuses things and it lets you make harder decisions. So like I used to give us a lot of wiggle room in the budget where we had like we were estimating like worst case scenario with our income and budgeting from there, and then anything we made over the worst case scenario was kind of like bonus and could possibly go to our goals or cover overspending. But now that we're going off of our actual income instead of worst case scenarios, what's going to happen is when we go over budget, that money is going to have to come from the lowest priority savings. So we're going to have to make that very difficult decision of which category is going to suffer because we didn't follow the budget the way we should have.
It's Sophie's choice out here, folks. No, it's not that serious.
Okay. I do not get that reference.
Oh, a mother is made to make an impossible choice. She's told that she has to choose which of her two kids will live.
Oh, that's terrible.
And you brought up, like, we've got these different saves, and we have to choose which one's going to suffer. I'm like, you choose the suffering. It's Sophie's choice.
Okay, I get it now.
I get references.
Yeah, you get a lot of them. But yeah, the prioritizing, I think, makes budgeting kind of more real because we have to decide, like, where's this money going to come from? It's not going to come from the wind. It's gotta come from something. Like, we have to decide what was our overspending more important than.
Yeah. She has a way of putting things in perspective.
I'm trying, I think we're, like, let's be real. We both have ADHD. The chances of us, like, staying within the budget, even knowing the numbers, like, even knowing in advance, like, keeping careful track of where our numbers stand, the chances of us staying under budget every week are pretty slim. So we're kind of going to have to make that choice.
Yep.
We're going to have to decide.
And I still remember that when I was still really struggling with the spending, you pointed out to me which of these things I'm spending money on, a hot dog here, a snack there, how much more important is this than getting rid of my student debt? And that really hurt to hear in the best way. So you really got to make choices, folks.
Yep. And sometimes those are not easy choices. But now comes the fun part.
Ooh, before I forget, please leave a comment. What is a tough choice you've had to make recently when it comes to picking between two things you could spend on and you had to pick one? That could be bills, that could be snacks.
Yes. Okay. So now that we're on Christmas, and this is Christmas for this year, Now that we're on Christmas, we are going to pull a Christmas card. So, oh, wait, how many cards do we have? Oh, we don't have that many cards left to pull.
No, not so much.
Okay.
It's good problem zone over here.
Out of our lovely unicorn deck, we started in January, but we got to finish it up before Christmas. So we paused during the summer, but now we are back on track, and we are going to pull 2 cards today.
You know I was counting those cards the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
This one for sure. See? I knew it was going to be the 7.
Oh my goodness.
I just didn't know it was going to be diamonds.
Okay.
Uno más?
One more. Yep. Joker. Okay. This is actually a good sign. This is a very good sign. Okay. So we have the 7 of diamonds. Where's the color?
7
of diamonds.
Diamonds. Activate.
And then the other Joker.
Royal over here.
So that means there's no more cards that are $30. So the highest card from now on that we can pull is 16. So that changes things. Okay, so this is $37 because the Joker is $30 and the 7 is 7. So we've pulled both Jokers. So $37 is going to Christmas. Let's write that down before I forget. Okay. So 37. And because we were pulling 2 cards, the highest that we could have pulled is 46 because 30 and 16, the 2 highest cards. So 46 minus 37.
11.
9.
Oh, 9. Oh, numbers are hard.
Because it's backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that means $9, because what was left to pull is going to my school savings.
Yay.
So it is not a lot. It is not a lot, but
Still counts.
yes, it still counts. And each doodle is $6.69, and we're doing $9, so that is 1 doodle.
Aw, you got a bright idea.
Yeah, I did. Okay. So school is a high priority, but it's not urgent. So it's okay for now that this is getting way less than everything else. Mostly I just like to make my math easier. So this is why I don't do scratch offs or anything. I like budgeting for kind of the worst case scenario in a lot of things. Oh,
Sorry.
so I knew if I pulled 2 cards, the most I could pull is 46. So I budgeted for 46 to go to whatever remaining savings. So this was 37. So what's left goes to the next highest priority. And this is so that we can keep things relatively stable while still prioritizing and keeping things kind of in order. I like it this way. I think it makes sense.
It goes important, urgent, and then important.
Yes.
Yep.
I like to think that all of our savings goals are important, but some are more urgent than others, and some are more flexible than others. So, like, I don't know. I think it works out. It works out. But that's it. That's it for this video.
As usual, I'm going to point out all this works because it's intentional. And that's the heart of budgeting. Budget beats broke every time.
And never forget that you deserve financial stability. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.